President Donald Trump, who next month celebrates his first year in office, has formally recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. He has ended decades of American diplomacy by ordering the State Department to prepare for moving the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, drawing anger and despair from people and leaders throughout the world, who now expect a possible third uprising in the occupied territories, the collapse of Palestinian Israeli peace efforts, the strengthening of extremists, and an effect on the standing of the U.S. in the world, mainly in the Middle East. Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital was one of his presidential campaign promises, but hardly anyone imagined it would be among those he kept. Last week's announcement turned Washington into a dishonest broker in any future talks between the Palestinians and the Israelis, opening the door wide for Arabs to seek Russian, Chinese and European support. Though Trump received many warnings from Arab and European leaders and UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, he insisted on his decision to move the embassy. The Oslo Accords between the Palestinians and the Israelis, which were signed in 1993 in the White House by former Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat and Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, with the attendance of then-President Bill Clinton, stated that the final status of Jerusalem had to be settled by negotiations. The dominant majority of the international community has condemned this decision and called on the White House to revise it. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov characterized it as defying common sense, while President Vladimir Putin shared his deep concerns. Putin phoned his Turkish counterpart following Trump's announcement, calling for the Palestinians and Israelis to hold back and to renew talks. Putin had a short trip to the Middle East on Monday, paying an unexpected visit to Syria, notably the Khmer base, where he met Bashar Assad and ordered Russian troops' partial withdrawal from Syria. After that, he held talks with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in Egypt and Recep Tayyip Erdogan in Turkey. The issue of Jerusalem and the future of the peace talks were among the important topics that were discussed. Putin's surprise visit boosts countries standing in the region amid fallout from U.S. decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital.